Welcome back to Math Families. For today's lesson, we are finally connecting the dots between addition and subtraction. Our job today reads, I can explain how addition and subtraction are related. There's no vocabulary review today. I think we've done a lot of practice with them, so I think we'll be okay. For our warm-up, we are practicing the say 10 way again. Remember, my friends, when we are thinking about the say 10 way, we see 10, we know 10, and we think 10. And then our ones, we count either by 5 groups or individually. If my number is 12, this is how I should be thinking. I see 10, I know 10, I think 10, 11, 12. I counted 2 individual beads after the 10. Great. So then the say 10 way reads it like 10 and 2. The number is 12. Great job. Let's try the next number. My number is 13. Remember, we see 10, we know 10, we think 10. 11, 12, 13. Great job. How many beads did we count individually? Great job. We counted 3. My number is 13. I read it the say 10 way like 10 and 3. The say 10 way, 10 and 3. Next number. Our next number is 17. Remember, I see 10. I know 10. I think 10. 15, 16, 17. I counted 5, 6, 7. 7 dots. All right, my friends, for our last number, which is 19, how would we say that the say 10 way? Go ahead and pause, think, and tell a friend or a family member. Welcome back, my friends. Great job. Were you also thinking 10 and 9? Let's go ahead and write that down, 10 and 9. Oh my goodness, great job, my friends. Give yourselves a pat on the back. Let's review the say 10 way of thinking. We see 10, we know 10, we think 10. 5. So we're going to pretend like we counted that one by one, but we know that there's 5 there. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Therefore, we counted 9 individual beads. So if we're thinking the say 10 way, now we know that the say 10 way of saying it, and if saying 19 is 10 and 9. Great job, my friends. Give yourselves a pat on the back. We're getting ready to do our starter problem. All right, my friends, let's go ahead and jump straight into our starter problem. Read with me or in your head as I read out loud to you. John has 10 pencils. Mark has 9 pencils. Anna has 8 pencils. They each lost 2 of their pencils. How many do they each have now? Remember, my friends, great mathematicians always go back and reread the problem, so let's go ahead and do that. John has 10 pencils. Let's pause right there, my friends. John has 10 pencils. Do you think this is going to be, do you think the 10 is going to represent our whole or our part? Go ahead and tell a friend or a family member and then explain why. Great job, my friend. If you were thinking 10 represents the total or the whole, you did great. John has 10 pencils. So let's go ahead and write that into our number bond and our subtraction sentence. Remember, my friends, with a subtraction sentence, we always start with the whole or the total. Let's keep going. Mark has 9 pencils. Again, do you think 9 represents our whole or our part? Tell a friend or family member and then explain why you think that. Great job. Welcome back, my friends. Were you also thinking that 9 represents the whole or the total? Oh my goodness, great job. Let's fill that in. Now let's move on to our last friend, Anna. Anna has 8 pencils. My friends, are you thinking what I'm thinking? Because I'm thinking that if Anna has 8 pencils, that represents the whole or the total. Let's go ahead and fill that in. Now let's keep reading the story. They each lost 2 of their pencils. My friends, I want you to pause right there, and I want you to think. If they each lost 2 of their pencils, is this going to be a whole or a part? Go ahead and tell a friend or a family member, and then explain why you think that. Welcome back, my friends. Were you thinking that if they each lost 2 of their pencils, you think that's the part? Because we already figured out the total for each person? Oh my goodness, great job, my friends. Give yourselves a pat on the back. Let's go ahead and fill that in for our number sentences and our number bonds. Let's see if our subtraction sentence helps us understand the story a little bit better. So we're going to go back and reread the problem to match our number sentence. John has 10 pencils, and in the story, we do remember that they each lost 2 of their pencils. So we know that John has 10 pencils, and then he lost 2 pencils. Yep, that definitely matches. And then we know that 2 is also a part. Let's see if Mark's story matches. Mark has 9 pencils, and then he lost 2 because they each lost 2. Great, that makes sense. Let's keep going with Anna. Anna has 8 pencils. She lost 2 pencils. Yep, that matches because they each lost 2 of their pencils. It's super important, my friends, that you reread the problem super carefully. Now let's go ahead and solve our problem. Let's start with John. So if John had 10 pencils and he lost 2 of them, how many does he have now? Remember, you can either do 5 groups, you can do count on, you can do count back. There are so many strategies, my friends. Go ahead and choose any strategy that helps you. Tell a friend or a family member what you think the answer is for John. Welcome back, my friends. If you were thinking 8, give yourselves a pat on the back. Great job. So 10 minus 2 equals 8, and our missing part in the number bond was 8. John has 8 pencils now. So our solution for John is 8, and our unit is pencils. For Mark, if 9 is our whole and our total, and 2 is a part, what is our missing part? Or how many pencils does he have left? Go ahead and tell a friend or a family member, and then we will do it together. Welcome back, my friends. Were you also thinking the missing part was 7? Great job. Give yourselves a pat on the back. Most definitely. Mark has 7 pencils now. Remember, 7 is the solution for Mark. Our unit is pencils still. Now let's finish up with Anna. Go ahead and tell a friend or family member what you think the missing part is, or how many pencils you think Anna has left. Welcome back, my friends. Let's go ahead and fill it in. Were you also thinking 6? Oh my goodness, great job. Let's fill it in for our number sentence as well. Now let's finish off our sentence. Anna has 6 pencils now. 6 is the solution for Anna, and her unit is also pencils. My friends, what do you notice about our number bonds? What do you notice about our complete sentences or our solutions in the complete sentences? Tell a friend or a family member. All right, friends and families, for the teacher model, I want you to go ahead and take a look at the number bond and at the given addition number sentence. Our parts in our number bond are 5 and 2. Our addition sentence reads 5 plus 2. Using all the counting strategies that you know and that we have learned so far, go ahead and figure out what our whole or our total is. Tell a friend or a family member. Welcome back, my friends. Were you also thinking that our total or our whole is 7? Oh my goodness, great job, my friends. Give yourselves a pat on the back. Let's go ahead and write it in. 7 is our whole or our total in our number bond. Now let's fill in our first addition number sentence. 5 plus 2 equals, and we just solved it, great job, 7. Now, my friends, who can share a subtraction sentence that has the same parts and total? I want you to think. Pause, tell a friend or a family member. Welcome back, my friends. Remember, subtraction sentences always start with the whole or the total first, so let's go ahead and do that. So our subtraction sentence starts with a 7, which was our whole or our total. Now I'm going to go and finish the rest of the subtraction sentence. 7 minus 5 equals 2. So let's go ahead and write that down. 7 minus 5 equals 2. Great job, my friends. Now, what's another addition fact that has the same parts and total? Go ahead and pause, tell a friend or a family member, and then we will do it together. Welcome back, my friends. If you were thinking 2 plus 5, you did amazing. Doesn't that look a lot like commutative property? It sure does, my friend. If you were thinking that you're an extra superstar. Alright, let's go ahead and finish up our second addition sentence here. 2 plus 5 equals 7. Now, my friends, for our last subtraction sentence, we did 7 minus 5 equals 2. There's one more subtraction sentence that we haven't thought of. Go ahead and tell a friend or family what you think our last subtraction sentence is. Remember, they have to have the same parts and total. You can use the number bond to help you. Welcome back, my friends. As always, our subtraction sentence always starts with our total or our whole. So let's go ahead and write that down. Now let's go ahead and fill in the rest of our subtraction sentence. Seven minus 2 equals 5. Great, let's go ahead. Alright, my friends, for the last part down here, I hope this looks kind of familiar to you. Doesn't it look a lot like our balancing equations lesson? It sure does, my friend. So for this last part down here, we are going to write 2 matching addition expressions that don't have a total or a whole. That sounds really tricky, and we will do it together, but first, I want you to talk with someone to discuss what this number sentence could look like. Remember, it won't have a total, and you can use this number bond to help you. Great job, welcome back, my friends. Using our addition number sentences that we do have, if you were thinking 5 plus 2, which is our first addition sentence here, equals 2 plus 5, you thought correctly. They are our 2 addition sentences, and they look a lot like what? Go ahead and tell a friend or a family member. Great job, my friends. They sure do look like commutative property. Just look at how many facts you can share using your knowledge of one fact and one number bond. Oh my goodness. We are so ready for the next module. Congratulations, first grade at Allendale. You are now done with Module 1.